Okay, my name is Christina Rich, and this is going to be my third speech, and today I'm talking about Yorkies. And I have two Yorkie dogs. One is Riley and one's Bella, and I'm pretty obsessed with Yorkies. I think that they're my favorite dog breed. And I'm going to talk about the history of Yorkies first. They're kind of like a mix between Scottish and English Terriers. And during the Industrial Revolution, like Scottish people would bring their dogs over to England, and they were English Terriers, and then over time, like, the dogs got mixed with the Scottish Terriers. And Yorkies are named after the town Yorkshire, which is in England. And they're kind of like they actually started out to be like a big dog, and they were completely gray. But over time, as they mixed with the English dogs, they kind of turned their hair a little bit blonder. And yeah, and Yorkies were the third most popular dog in the United States in 2005, because a lot of celebrities have dogs, like Paris Hilton has a Yorkie, and so they've gotten really popular over time. And next I'm going to talk about the personality of a Yorkie. And obviously all dogs are different, but Yorkies are really like confident and spunky, and they're very outgoing dogs, or most of them are. My two dogs, one of them is very outgoing. She loves to chase lizards outside, and she's pretty much like, she gets into as much trouble as she can. And my other dog, he's really a quiet, shy kind of dog, but he's outgoing and shy at the same time. He's shy that he doesn't really like people that much, but then he's outgoing that he loves to play outside. And another thing about Yorkies is that they're very oblivious to danger. And I can definitely relate to that, because my dogs will go outside and they'll chase squirrels without even caring if they run into a fence. So that's kind of the personality of a Yorkie. They're really, they're cautious dogs, but they also really like affection, and they love to be held, and they don't sleep a lot, which is kind of different from most dogs. Most dogs like to lie around a lot and just be kind of lazy, but Yorkies are completely different. Like, they always have to be active and outside and doing something. And third of all, I'm going to talk about having a Yorkie as a pet. And I've had my two dogs. One of them I've had him for about 4 years, and then the other dog I've had her for about 1.5 years. And the first dog that I bought, I got him when I was about 14. And at first he was a really shy kind of dog, but then he really got to love our family, and he's pretty much like a member of our family now. And I think that Yorkies are a great dog. Like, I would definitely recommend them to people. And then I got my second Yorkie when I was 16, and she is a completely different kind of dog than the first one. She is very like outgoing, and she loves to be around people all the time. And that just goes to show like how Yorkies can all have different personalities. And I really love my dogs, and I think that Yorkies are pretty much a great pet. And fourth of all, I'm going to talk about how Yorkies are around kids and how they are around families. In my honest opinion, I wouldn't get a Yorkie as a pet if you have small children, just because they can snap at people sometimes. One of my dogs, if you get him really close to your face, like he won't bite you, but he'll start growling. And so I don't think Yorkies are the best kind of dog to have if you have small kids. But if you have older people in your family, then I think that that would work out, because obviously, little kids like to play with dogs a lot, and Yorkies aren't that great with little kids because they can kind of get annoyed. Like, they have to have their space sometimes. But if you have older people in your family, then they probably won't want to play with the dogs as much as little kids will. So I would say that if you have older people in your family, then Yorkies would be a much better fit for you than if you had little kids. Again, going back to the history of Yorkies, it was about 1870 when Yorkies officially became a breed, and they were named after Yorkshire, which is in England. And and the first Yorkie, his name was Ben, but he only lived 6 years, and he lived in England, and he died in a carriage accident, which is really sad. And basically after that, the actual breed of Yorkie started, because he was a mix of like gold and black and gray. And most Yorkies are pretty tiny. Like, my dogs are a little bit bigger for Yorkies. They're about like 8 to 10 pounds, but most Yorkies are under 7 pounds. But basically, I think that Yorkies are a great pet. Not if you have little kids, but if you have older people in your family, then I think it would work out, because they're really fun and playful, but then at other times they can be kind of solemn and to themselves, but overall I think they're a great dog, and I think that everybody should have a Yorkie at least once. Thank you.